Now you don't want always just normal slides. You might want quiz games or anything else. So let's look at the slide types, and then later on we build a little quiz and a roster and so on. All right, so to go into the question properties, now I opened it already, you can go either towards question properties or you hit this little tools over here, and this will give you your question properties for that one slide. You can change that by slide. What do we have? We have a slide name, which is just optional. If I need to refer to that slide, I should set up a unique slide name for myself so I can refer it later. We have preferences here, where you have the average. You can show all sorts of things. You can also hide the counter, the timer, and so on. Whatever you want to say. The defaults are these three, which is fine. If you use demographics, then this will be filled out. At the moment, I don't have any. That's why this is empty. If you just want to see the result from a different slide, you can just click here and say, which slide was it? Now, doesn't make sense for me because I only have one voting slide. So this is used on your first slide. You set up that question and say, okay, that's, prior to the meeting, the slide name, feedback, prior meeting, or knowledge base prior to the meeting. And then you hide the bars on there, which is like here, you hide the bars. And then on the second slide, you just uncheck that box again. So you copy it and paste it again. You uncheck that box, give it a different name, and say, here, I want to see the vote from prior to the meeting. We can do that later. Then I can decide whether by default I want to see percentages, which is our default. Yeah, so it will always show percentages and not total numbers. If I uncheck that box, I can have to show percentages, to show total numbers. All right, I can also put in decimals if I have a huge audience and I want it very specific. Then I can use 2 or 3 decimals to show. I can also use the sound on my PC. You have to be careful that you import the sound everywhere where you open the presentation and you use Edivote. All right, because they are stored just locally, not inside the PowerPoint. That's why there is an import, but I can use them on different presentations if it's always the same PC I'm going to use.